On today's video, I will be showing you how to oil the head bearings on these old bikes. It's quite a simple job, but it's often overlooked, and the method isn't obvious at first, because with the bike upright on its wheels, and that'll give you a clue. Here we've got a set of bearings, and down here we have a set of bearings. They should be oiled periodically, say, I don't know, every quarter, just a couple of drops of oil, or you know, certainly less frequently than the rest of the bike, but they do need oil to prolong the life. So how do you do it? Because you look at these and you can't, with the bike the right way up, you cannot get oil in there because it'd just drip out with gravity. So how do you do it? Well, the answer is simple, and moving over to one I prepared earlier, you upend the bike. Put something down. If you're doing this outside, put some cardboard down to protect the chrome and also the saddle, because you don't want those getting damaged by concrete or brickwork. So always put something down to protect the bike, but upend it, and you will now see we have perfect access to the head bearings. And you will notice there's a cup there. This one's quite well oiled actually as it is, but you will see this cup, and you will see this, which is also where you adjust the head. That's an important consideration. It should be free to move but not loose. It should not be tight. The handlebars should move quite freely. But as you will have noticed, that's quite dry. And if I go back to this bike, you will see the different access now we've got. That's this part. You can't access it there with the oil can. And you can access it here, which is what we want. So taking the oil, it's just a light oil that you use, light machine oil. So situate that there and just carefully squirt in, and do it from this side because that is angled slightly downwards, so the oil will find its way round to the bottom. So if you do that, just a few, you see how that's going in, finding its way around. You don't want a lot. It's no good having an excess because it creates a mess and it attracts dirt. So an excess of oil is undesirable. Should just come round here. Oh, cables are in the way. But you get the general idea. If I just go in there. Drop there. And a drop there. And you know what, because this hasn't been oiled for, well, ages, I'll just put a little smidgen around there. Like so. that will then, if you leave this for, I don't know, say 5 minutes, so you can wipe up any spillage. But that, I'll just go around the other side again. Just bear with me. Pop the oil can down. But that, now it's upended, gravity will allow that into the bearing race, which is where it is needed. I'll just put a drop more in there actually, just a drop. Still quite dry at the front. But it's a good thing to have a copy of the maintenance instructions for these bikes if you ever come across one of them. Well worth having, because it tells you all this. Well, it tells you where to oil. It doesn't specifically say upend the bike. That's why I'm doing this video, because it's not immediately obvious. So that's all soaking in nicely. I'll just give that 5-10 minutes or so to work its way in, and then you should notice a slight improvement. Certainly if this hasn't been oiled in a very long time, it should be a lot smoother. And the other thing is, oil keeps corrosion at bay, which is important, because it's a big job dismantling these. A very big job. Not something you want to be doing unless you absolutely have to. As the saying goes, a stitch in time prevents 9. It's all about preventative maintenance. So there you have it. And just the other thing you can do when you have the bike upended, because you've got the wheels free, you can check the play in the hub bearings, and correctly adjusted there should just be a very slight, and I mean the slightest, trace of play at the wheel rim. So if you take the tire of the wheel at the top, hold the forks and just rock it towards you, you should just detect a little play there, and it should be so adjusted that the wheel rotates under the weight of the valve, and there should be no noise, no grinding or anything. And the valve will eventually settle at the lowest point near the brake blocks. So there you have it. Now you know how to oil the head bearings, so you can now go out and do it. Thank you for watching.